Good morning reception and welcome to today's maths lesson. It's Miss Lewis here. Now before we start, I'm just going to say a big shout out to all the children in RBF who have been on Numbots. You are the class that has had the most children on Numbots yesterday. So well done to all of you if you were on playing. If not, try and log on and create your wonderful robot. Now today we're going to carry on with learning all about the language of more and less and fewer. And to start, we're going to warm up our brains. Now I've got some of my Numicon pieces in front of me. I know you can't see them at the minute, but don't worry. I'm going to hold up two and I want you to point to the screen for the piece that has the most, the piece that has more. Let me show you an example. So if I showed you the shapes 2 and 9, which one is more? Point to the Numicon piece that is more. Well done. It's the number 9. Right, I'm going to go a little bit quicker now. Should we have a go together? Okay, here we go. Are you ready? Which one's more? Well done. It's 5. Let's have another go. Ready? Which one is more? I've got 8 and 9. Which one is more? Point to it. If you pointed to 9, well done. 9 is more. Fantastic work. Let's do another one. Ready? Which one is more? 7 or 10? Point to it. Well done. 10 is more than 7. And finally, you ready? Here we go. Which one is more? 4 or 10? Which is more? If you pointed to 10, well done. 10 is more than 4. Fantastic work. You could have a go at playing that game at home if you like with your Numicon pieces. And that's our chilly one today. Just to select 2 Numicon pieces and tell me which is more and which is less. Okay, this week we've been learning all about using the language of more and less and fewer to describe 2 groups. Well, today I'm going to introduce you to the word difference, and we're going to start to look at the difference between numbers. We started this a little bit yesterday when I drew a bar model. We're going to have another go now, and then I'm going to show you a way with your Numicon. So I've got my 2 groups ready in my jars with my moon rocks in them. I'm going to take the first jar and I'm going to pop my moon rocks on my board so you can see. Count with me, because remember our steps to success. We need to count carefully to start with, saying one number for one object. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, what did I do wrong? I know I didn't say one number for one object. Let's start again. See if you can help me. 1, 2, 3, 4, and one more is 5. Well done, everybody. I've got 5 moon rocks. You don't have to do this, but I'm just going to draw my line around it and write the number 5 at the top. So it reminds me that I've got 5. Sorry, that's a bit small. You might not be able to see it very well. Now, I've got my other jar here with some more moon rocks in. Here's my second group. I'm going to open it up. Now, remember, we are comparing. We're trying to find out which one has more and which one has less. Today, we're going to think about the difference between them as well. I'm going to have 1, 2, 3. And I've put them underneath so that I can compare them easily. And I'm going to write the number 3. Now I can see that 5 is more than 3. But today we're going to think about the difference between them. Now, we've talked a lot in reception about being different. We've talked about having different skills. Some of us are good at art, some of us are good at maths, some of us are good at writing. We've talked about looking different. Some of us have different coloured hair or different coloured eyes. Some of us are tall and some of us are short. And it doesn't matter if we're different. But when we're talking about numbers, we're not talking about what they look like or how good they are at something. We're talking about something called subtraction, and that's a big word, and we'll talk about that later in the year. But really, what I want to know is how many more is 5 when we compare it to 3. So I've got my 5 moon rocks and my 3 moon rocks. Now I can see that these ones match up here. I could draw a line down there. Let's cut them off. There we go. I can see that 5 is 2 more than 3. Should we have another go at another one all together? I think that's a good idea. Okay, this time I've chosen 2 number cards. What number have I got here? Well done, it's the number 4. And what number have I got here? Well done, it's 1. I'm going to start with 4. Let's get 4 moon rocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 moon rocks. There's my number 4. Shall I pin that on my board as well? That will be there to help us, won't it? I can put it above. There it is. 4. Now I need 1 moon rock. Now, where am I going to put this moon rock? I'm going to put it underneath because I'm comparing them. I'm looking to find the difference. There it is. And I can pop it underneath. If you've still got your moon rocks from the other day, why don't you get them out? See if you can recreate my bar model here. You need 4 at the top and 1 underneath. See if you can work out what the difference is. How many more is 4? Pause the video and have a go. When you're ready, press play and we'll have a look together. Right, I can see that I've got 4 at the top and 1 underneath. And I can see that there's 1, 2, 3 missing. So 4 is 3 more than 1. Well done if you had a go at that and you found the answer. Don't worry, I know difference is really, really tricky. And really, all you need to be able to do is tell me which group has more and which group has less. I'm sure you all had a really good go at that. Well done, everybody. Should we go and have a look with some Numicon now to see if that will help us? Okay, come on then. Here's famous astronaut Tim Peake, and he's here to ask us some difference questions. He says, what is the difference between 5 and 2? Now to help me, I've got my Numicon pieces today, and here are my 2 groups. I've got my 2 and my 5. Now I'm going to put the 2 on top of my 5. Remember, the difference is how many more or how many less the numbers are when we compare them. Really, he's asking us, how many more does 5 have compared to 2? I can see clearly here that there are 3 spaces in my Numicon. 1, 2, 3. The difference then must be 3. 5 is 3 more than 2. Here's another question for us. Now why don't you pause the video and get your Numicon shapes at home, and you can have a go at this with me. It says, how many more is 7 compared to 6? So we've got our 2 groups, the 7 and the 6. Why don't you pause the video and see if you can find the number 7 and the number 6 in your Numicon pack. When you're ready, press play again and we'll do it together. Have you got your Numicon pieces? Well done. Now I need to put the 6 on top of the 7 to find out what the difference is, or how many more 7 is. I can see there is 1 space left on my number 7. Therefore 7 must be 1 more than 6. The difference is 1. Well done, everybody. Let's have a look at another one. See if you can do this one on your own. Pause the video and have a go. When you think you've got the answer, press play and we'll check it together. Okay, Let's have a look. So let's remind ourselves of our question. How many more is 6 compared to 1? Let's put 1 on top of our 6. That's going to help us find the difference. Now I can see I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The difference is 5. 6 is 5 more than 1. Did you get it right? Well done if you did. Okay, reception, before I show you your chili challenges, I just wanted to say well done. I know finding the difference can be a little bit tricky and it can be really hard, but don't worry if you're finding it difficult, that's okay. All you have to be able to do is tell me which shape is more and which one is less, just like we did at the beginning of the video. I know you're doing really, really well and you're trying your very, very best. Now, do me a big favour, reception. Give your grown-ups a big hug for me. They're doing a brilliant job too. And give them a big clap. Well done, everybody. If you need us, don't forget to email in. All right, speak to you soon. Bye. Okay, reception, here are your chili challenges for today. So, your chili 1. Can you select 2 Numicon pieces and tell me which is more and which is less? Perhaps you could put them in a bag and pull them out so you can't see. Your chili 2. Can you find the difference between your 2 shapes? So don't forget to put the shapes on top of each other. What number is missing? Remember, that's the difference. And finally, your chili 3. I took 2 of my number 6 pieces of Numicon and I put them on top of each other. So I think that the difference between 6 and 6 is 6. Am I right? What might I have done wrong? Can you check for me?